The Realme Buds Q2 costs only 2,500 rupees, and for the price they offer ANC. The amount of bass on offer is good, they sound super, plus the battery life is fabulous. My point is, if you do buy the Realme Buds Q2, then there's not much to complain about here. That is for the asking price. But I still feel the Buds Q2 could have done a few things slightly better. So let's get on with the good and bad. Hello everyone, Aman here for Mr. Phone, and before we begin, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also press that bell icon so that you're notified whenever we post a brand new video. First up, let's talk about the design, and honestly the fit and finish is good. So the case comes in this pebble-like shape, which is quite slippery, and you can't open it with one hand as well, which is a little disappointing but not a deal breaker. There are two shades on offer, black which came to me for review and grey which I think looks sexier than the black. There's an LED indicator right where the clasp shuts, and upon opening the clasp, you will see that both the earbuds are placed in their respective slots, plus there's a pairing reset button as well. Realme has also added a glossy texture on the touch sensitive area of the buds, so that's good attention to detail. There's a USB Type-C port at the back of the case, and first I'm going to tell you about the battery life. So during my usage, I was getting about 3.5 hours of a single charge with ANC enabled, and with the normal mode, I could even extend that up to 4 hours. Battery life on a whole has been pretty solid for me, plus you can also expect this case to add at least 3 more full charges, so that's a plus. As for the in-ear fit and comfort, for me they fit snug. Also good is the part that goes into the ear canal, which is angular. Plus there's a choice of extra silicone tips that come in the box if you need them. Now before talking about the sound quality, let's talk about the pairing process. The Buds Q2 come with Bluetooth 5.2 and support Google Fast Pair, and I had no issues hooking them up with the Android phones at my disposal. This reminds me that the Buds Q2 sadly doesn't have in-ear detection to play or pause music, so that's a minor con. But otherwise, you can download the Realme Link app that lets you assign the touch controls on the Buds Q2 to play or pause music, to answer or disconnect a call, to trigger the assistant, or to shift between ANC and the other modes. Now Realme claims that the Buds Q2 offer 88 millisecond latency during gaming, and while I don't have the tools to confirm the number, I can tell you that while playing Call of Duty Mobile, the audio latency was almost negligible. Coming to the sound quality, so the Buds Q2 feature 10mm drivers, and the best part about these is the bass. Of course, as an overall package, they sound decent as well, but the bass on this thing is mind-blowing. That said, I still feel that Realme could have tuned the bass frequencies slightly better. So the lows sound good, and while listening to tracks, the kicks and the thumps were ever so prominent, which made up for an enjoyable listening experience. But at times I could also not ignore the lows clashing with the mids, because of which sometimes I felt that the vocals sounded suppressed. But apart from this, when it came to instrument separation in tracks, I had no issues regarding that. So overall, for a regular guy, if you're looking to buy a good pair of wireless earbuds on a budget which sound good, offers a superb bass, and come with ANC, the Realme Buds Q2 don't disappoint. Speaking of which, ANC for the price worked decently well on the Buds Q2. Now I use these buds with ANC enabled indoors as well as outdoors, and I'm happy to report the Buds Q2 was able to block out the environmental noise around me to a great extent. However, what's not great is that when I made calls, while I could hear my callers loud and clear, many people complained that my voice sounded very low, whereas they could hear more of the disturbance that was around me. And this I'm talking about both indoors and outdoors. Long story short, apart from the issue regarding calls that I just mentioned, if you want a mass market TWS with ANC at a reasonable budget, you can definitely consider buying the Realme Buds Q2. While these are not the perfect sounding earbuds, taking the price and features into consideration, that is for 2,500 rupees right now, these are the best TWS that you can buy. And that was my review of the Realme Buds Q2. So guys, if you have any doubts or queries regarding these, you can hit me up in the comments below. As always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Mr. Phone. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.